students, thank you for tuning into my video today. Today, like always, we have a special video because we're going to be continuing our Ruffle series. Today we are going to make a Ruffle shirt. Now, it's kind of like a summery Ruffle shirt. It's going to be like a bikini top with some ruffles at the bottom, and it's kind of cropped as well. But before we get into the tutorial, I would like to show you a few steps that you'll need in order to complete the tutorial. So I'll be showing you how to make the ruffles, I'll be showing you how to do a half double crochet, and I'll also be showing you how to do a double crochet. This tutorial is going to be based off of me and my size proportions, but if you are either bigger or smaller than me, you have a bigger bust or you have a smaller bust, you can always adjust the amount of stitches that you are using. I don't have a specific amount of stitches that I use. I kind of just wing all of my tutorials. They're kind of just off the top of my head, and yeah, so I usually go back and forth with crocheting and placing the stuff on my body to see how it will fit. So let's go to the overview. What you're gonna need for this tutorial is some yarn. This is just some Caron yarn. You're going to need a weaving needle, some scissors, and this is my holy grail 5mm needle, well, hook, crochet hook. First, I'm gonna show you how to make a half double crochet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a slip knot. You're going to make a chain of your desired length. Then you are going to yarn over, push your hook through the loop, go under, pull up your loop, leaving you with 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all. And then you just continue that all the way down. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through. 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 And this is your half double crochet. Now let me show you how to do the double crochet. You're going to make a slip knot. You're going to make a chain of your desired length. Then you are going to yarn over, push your hook through the loop, pull up the yarn, leaving you with 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, leaving you with 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull through the last 2. You continue that all the way down. This is your double crochet and this is your half double crochet. The difference between a double crochet and a half double crochet is that the double crochet is a little more see-through when you're making a project, and the half double crochet is a little tighter and less see-through. In order to make the ruffles, you are going to place anywhere from 4 to 7 half double crochets into 1 stitch. Today I'm going to go for 5. So I'm going to place 5 half double crochets into each stitch. Today I'm going to do 5 because I'm doing this in the bikini area and I don't want it to overpower the outfit. So this is what your ruffles would look like. Okay, now let's get into the tutorial. So the very first step is to make a slip knot. This is the first step that you're going to do. You're going to make a slip knot. You're going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to yarn over. You're going to put 2 half double crochets into that very first stitch. So you're going to skip this one and you're going to go into this one with 2 half double crochets. You're going to chain 2, turn your work, and you are going to put 2 half double crochets into the first stitch. You're going to put 1 in the middle stitch. And you're going to put 2 in the end stitch. So far your work should look a little bit like this, like a little mini triangle with a little bit of a curve. You're going to chain 2. No, I'm not talking to you. Chain 2, 1, 2. Turn your work, and you're going to continue that until you get the width of your bust. So 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, 1, 1, 1, and then you put 2 in the last one. What I do is I always just keep going back and forth to see if it's wide enough. Once you get your desired width, you no longer have to do increases on the ends of the rows. You're just gonna start doing your rows with 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Once I get to my desired width, I just continue doing rows without doing any increases on the end. So I chain 2, turn my work, and then I just do 1 half double crochet. I have both sides of the bust created, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to connect both of them together with the slip stitch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into I'm gonna do a slip stitch. Okay, so now both of them are connected. You made it to the end. You're just gonna do one more yarn over and pull through. Then you're gonna cut your excess yarn off, and then you're gonna pull it tight. And here is your top of your bikini. Now, if you're a beginner and you really just want to have like a bikini, this is a good way to start as well. You just do some chain stitches, and then you could like loop it around or loop it through and loop it through the top, and then you have a little bikini. I'm going to be making some spaces in the shirt, so I'll be making a chain and skipping some stitches. But if you don't want any like open spaces in your shirt, you can just you can just go into each of the stitches with 4 to 5 half double crochets to start your ruffles. But for me, I'm going to create some gaps. Here's where you start working with double crochets. So you're going to chain 2, slip stitch into your work, and then chain 2. Then you're going to put 1 half double crochet into that same stitch. Then you are going to go into the next stitch, with a half double crochet. No, okay. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna chain 2, or I'm gonna chain a few, maybe 4, and then I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, and then I'm gonna go into that 4th stitch with a half. I'm gonna now chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, and I'm going to go into that 4th stitch with a double crochet. I'm using 4 as my gauge for how big I want the open spaces to be, but if you want your open spaces to be smaller, you can use a smaller amount of stitches. So you can do 2, or you can do even just 1, or you can, if you want them larger, you can use a larger number. Okay, so I made it to the end, and the end doesn't have 4 stitches. Like I said, I usually don't count my patterns, I just wing it. So I'm going to chain, I have 3 left, 1, 2, 3. So I chain 3, and then I'm going to go into the last stitch with a half double crochet. And now I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work, and this is where I'm going to start doing the ruffles. So chain 2, turn my work, and now in each stitch I'm going to do 6 half double crochets. So your work may be a little turned, so I'm just gonna flip my work over to find the stitch, and then I'm going to work into one, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I put 6 into this first stitch. I'm gonna go into each stitch with 6 double crochets, and that will create the ruffle effect. Okay, so the ruffles are starting, but what I will mention is that I'm putting ruffles in each stitch except for the ones that connect. So I put it in this 1, 2, 3, and then I leave this 4th one that connected here alone. And that's for all of the 4 stitches. So I don't put any increases, or I don't put any ruffles here, 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 or here. Oh, well, I put some here, just not in these middle pieces. Let me tell you how much I really, baby, can make it alright. 2, 3, I'm gonna finish this and then I'll come back.
Once you finish your first row of ruffles, you are going to chain 2, turn your work, and then you are going to go into each stitch with 1 double crochet. And you're going to continue that until you reach your desired length for this shirt.
I'm done making the ruffles. I'm gonna cut off this excess string. Chain 1 and then pull it tight. This is what the shirt is looking like. So now I'm going to add on some straps, and we're gonna do a straps with the crisscross in the back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slip knot, and I'm going to go into the top of the shirt, or the top of the top, and I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to go back into that same hole, and I'm going to do go back into the same hole. I'm going to go back into that same hole that I just inserted that slip stitch in, and I'm going to do half double crochets all the way up. So I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and I'm going to continue this until I get a decent length of your work. Here we have it. You're just going to cut off the excess yarn, and then you're going to give it a little tug so it hides itself. And here you have it. I tuck the string in between some of the stitches, some of the rows, because I didn't make any spaces for them. If you know how to make the spaces, I think you should make the spaces, but it's not mandatory. So yes, here you have it.